Welcome to the Nerdiverse. Go ahead, sit and listen to the masters, the old heads, talk about what you love the most. Video games, comics, movies, and everything you need to maintain. We got the knowledge that's straight out the ether. Gonna need a drink and have to take a seat to expand your mind and listen to the speaker. Mike and the squad's gonna give you what you need. Please send in a question, come and get some answers, learn a couple lessons from the masters with the special guests. We got the Green Lanterns glowing on their chest. Yes, please sit back and relax, cause we're gonna hit you with them stone cold facts and allow me to be the very first to welcome you to the masters of the Nerdiverse. Welcome to Masters of the Nerdiverse, where we have such sights to show you. This 90s throwback of a podcast can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, SoundCloud, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Spotify, and everywhere around.
Wait for tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know that song?
No. What was that?
Oh,
Winter?
dear.
My cool cat co-host.
Yeah. Oh, what's up? This is Winter at Trash Monk. Aye. That's Trash Monk. Aye. And we're reliving the 90s in my head. And that was Silverchair song Tomorrow. With a bridge that goes, "You gonna have to wait, fat boy, wait till tomorrow." That's a tight snare. That if you want me to enjoy one of your songs, you better make that snare snappy. You know what I'm saying?
Get it together.
Yes. I'm not talking about like wet snare. Like I can enjoy some like New Orleans type like groovy roots type Hugh Laurie PBS New Orleans special. You know what I'm talking about. Look it up on YouTube.
Learn it.
Hugh Laurie, yeah. That type of drum set that looks like he got it off an Antique Roadshow. I like that snare. Wow. But I also like some snappiness. I like Metallica snare. Fight me. You ever bite into a celery stalk that's been underwater for 13 seconds and it has that snap? That's what winter wants, guys. Mm-hmm. Do it. But how has your week been? I didn't even touch on mine.
Yeah, my week's stupid. What they call stupid. Word to your mother. We're keeping it 90s this time. Right.
Well, you kind of dipped into Digital Underground type voice in the beginning.
Yeah. 90s, dude. We're taking you to the way back machine where you had to pump your shoes to make you jump higher. Children,
pump your shoes.
To cheat. You know, LA Lights, British Knights. You guys know about those. Fila. Do kids still wear Fila? No. They don't know about the Grant Hills. They don't know about cross colors and stupid 3D Doritos and clearly Canadian and Fruitopia. They don't know nothing of these things, man.
But they know how to stream, so they're better than us.
Yeah, and they can kick my ass in Fortnite. That's about it, you know. But
yeah, they can get paid to teach other people how to play Fortnite.
I ran down my block 3 times because I heard Macarena, and I was having a conniption fit. I just kept screaming. When I was a kid, Macarena was real big in our elementary school, and I would just scream Macarena and knock on people's doors so they know Macarena's happening. I got in trouble. I knocked on like 12 houses going, "Hey, Macarena." He was like, "What the hell is that?" And they look, and I'm just running.
This is the type of stuff they don't tell you that happens in LA, ladies and gentlemen.
No, man.
You watch the movies Colors or Blood In, Blood Out, and they don't have the scene of a little kid running around doing the Macarena.
Yeah, I was doing the Macarena real hard at top speed, knocking on like every door I could see so they know it's happening. And I ran from school all the way home, knocking on every door I found, and then like a whole group of parents went to my mom's house and was like, "Get your child," you know. But they knew Macarena was happening. Damn it! I was like, what's his face? Who let them know the British were coming? was letting them know that the Macarena was coming. Hey, Macarena. Hi. You know what I'm talking about? But my week, I did nothing this week, Doug. I played video games. I watched Bleach on Netflix, which I'll talk about more later. And that's about it. I stubbed my toe really good. Mike G with the. Remember, you ever seen "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker"? I know you must have seen it, right?
I'm good.
I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Marlon Wayans.
I think he's in there somewhere, but it's mostly Keenan Ivory Wayans. It's a black exploitation film from the 90s.
Okay. Let's stop there. When I say Wayans, you just assume that I mean one of the Wayans. Okay,
That's not fair.
I don't. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't want to say that on air. But
speak your mind, buddy. Speak your mind.
I just don't know too much about the Wayans brothers to tell the difference. I just know there's the scary movie Wayans brothers. There's the one that was on that did In Living Color, which I think was all of them. And
all of them.
And then the one that I have the most connection to was My Wife and Kids. In Major Pain.
Major Pain.
That's Marlon Wayans, right?
That's Marlon Wayans, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just there's a part of "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker" where the guy gets shot in the toe, in his freaking big toe. Yeah. It's all giant and huge and pulsating, and it's like all gross looking. I have to put. I'm gonna post a picture of it tomorrow, for the 20-day movie challenge on Twitter. That's at mnerdverse. So you guys could see the big toe. It's so gross. That's what my foot felt like when I stubbed my toe on a ceramic lion. It happened. That's all I do in my week. I gained injuries, watched Bleach, and played Monster Hunter and beat Spider-Man again because that game is super good.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Law and Order SVU. That's fun. The writing, the writing has gone downhill, but it still flows. Like I'm still intrigued with the show.
Did the Little Mermaid episode come up where they had to interview Aquaman because he was having a weird affair with the Little Mermaid Ariel?
No, but that could happen. The Law and Order could be in the same cinematic universe.
Wow. The Little Mermaid Special Victims Unit is still one of my favorite jokes that never got any love.
Right?
Shit is done. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, I can't remember what else I did.
This whole week was a haze, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I've been transitioning to I'm moving all my personal stuff off my work computer, just putting it all on my desktop now. I totally got rid of iTunes.
Good.
And I now use Google Play Music. So we'll figure that out. I use Pocket Cast for my podcast. And I was about to buy Microsoft Office 2016, but you know what? I don't have the money. I don't have $130 for the Home and Student Edition. So I'm just going to get LibreOffice and see if that works out. Open source.
Do what you got to do, man. Just do it.
Yeah,
man. There's more than one way to. I'm not going to say that because that's cruel and animal cruelty. But there's more than one way to pounce a puma. The news. Let's get to the news. Yes.
Okay, so you brought up animal cruelty, so that reminded me of something that I saw on the news. And this will be Winter grinds his gears.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Yeah, so it's National Cheeseburger Day on Twitter.
Yep.
And I've been reading all about it, but then something stumbled across my feed, and it was from PETA's Twitter account.
Oh, jeez.
And they go, "This is where your burgers come from," and it's a video of a slaughterhouse, and it's like, we get it. You know what I mean?
You can't be mad at them for completing their function, man. That's their function. If no one else will do it, PETA will do it, and that's okay. That's where they.
So let me use that that logic in a different example. Then, so I cannot be mad at Nazis for they are doing their function.
Oh man, you can't have light without dark, my good friend. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's all. I mean, you can. I think you can still be mad at him.
You can still be mad, but there's
but
nothing you can do about it. Why be angry about something you have no
exactly.
control over?
Well, I think it's just part of like being like a human in the culture landscape
Yeah.
to show your anger at a few things, even though if you can't change it.
Yeah, I mean,
if we did not do that, then there would be no people interested in politics.
well, that's the whole point, isn't it? It's I think differently than you. Want to fight about it, and it's just
that was me dropping the gavel on this.
Just drop the gun. The most unhood thing you can ever do. Don't ever drop the gun. Oh man! Speaking of the '90s, let's just roll into news and talk about this. It's not on the docket because it had literally happened when the docket was already sent. But the Captain Marvel trailer, it said in the 90s. Did you happen to watch Captain Marvel trailer?
Yeah, I did watch the Marvel trailer. I was going to tweet out a funny thing that I was thinking of, which was how much money does Samuel Jackson get?
A lot, dude.
Yeah.
It's really
that he's able to do, like, he's probably going to get more money in this movie because he is playing him like a bigger role, I would say, from the trailer. Right. It looked like. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting movie.
It's from the trailer and going straight in a white room outside of all my Captain Marvel knowledge and all that. In a white room.
With black curtains.
Nights in white satin. The trailer isn't like. Someone asked me earlier today how it's a trailer, and I was just like, "It's okay. It's what you expect." You know what I mean? It's not going to knock your socks off, but it's what you expect. You walk into the Cheesecake Factory, you expect to have good cheesecake, right? That's a bad pun given as source material, but anywho, I got what I
had a different. Expectation from the trailer because as you know, I can't stand a lot of superhero movies nowadays. Right. We'll put it lightly, but I could see how this is going to blow up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because they're playing at a certain market that is very popular right now.
They're not stupid.
Like if you thought Wonder Woman had this type of crowd joining the Marvel universe, wait until you see this movie that in the trailer they allude to like I don't know, it was just like I'm a woman, hear me roar, and I got nothing to explore.
Hey, Captain Marvel is a female character. Marvel shows all their characters love equally, and they market as such.
Okay, I'm just saying it's gonna be interesting.
I mean, Wonder Woman already kind of tapped that really good because I remember going to go see Wonder Woman, and it was a revelation. You saw 90-year-old women showing up, little kids, the entire gamut. Everybody went to go see Wonder Woman, and because it was such a big deal, you know what I mean, for representation, you know what I mean, and this movie will be no different.
Yeah, but DC squandered that, so now. Yeah.
Doesn't know what they're doing, and I'm just going to put that as bluntly as I can. Marvel does, and this looks good. And it's really, I hate to be that black and white because I don't want to give the impression that I'm a Marvel fanboy, but it's the facts. Like,
okay, Marvel
fanboy. I know I'm pissing somebody off, but I'm just saying, it's just, I don't know. DC needs to get it together because I'm a huge DC fan. In fact, I prefer DC Comics over Marvel Comics, me personally. But the movies need to get it together. Yeah. They need to get a game plan. They need to get smart people in the seats and just stop and plan this thing out, man. You know?
Well, we can agree on one thing. They do need to stop.
On what?
We do agree that they do need to stop.
Stop. Look and listen.
I would just expand that to both.
No, as part of the Nerdiverse, you must understand that a big Texas-sized chunk of the Nerdiverse is comic books and comic book movies and comic book video games and comic book cereal. comic book flamethrowers.
Well, I could handle comic book comics or like comic books, like comic books.
Well,
I said comic books.
Comic books.
Yeah,
it's a fad, dude, and the fad's gonna die.
Yeah,
eventually,
and I can. Right. It's just I have a deep love for film, and it's just there's so much like money getting sucked up,
man,
by DC and Marvel right now. But
come on.
If they are taking like some of this money and then putting it aside to do like indie films or like films that would not be made in other places, I would dig it.
It's a tale as old as time, man. There's always good. Just because we have one doesn't mean the other can't coexist. There's still good indie films that are coming out in this age of heroes. Moonlight, La La Land, Room, which stars Brie Larson. These movies are still coming out. It's just that the fad is comic books right now. Just like the fad before was Twilight and all those movies in all those movies of those ilk. In the Hunger Games.
Okay. I would give you that.
Before that, Scream, and I Know What You Did Last Summer, and all those bad money-injected remakes in horror movies, because that's what was in. And who knows what the next one will be, but it'll be something. But those indie movies still live. People still make them, and they still win awards. And they still get recognition. So there's always going to be...
It's just what I see in the future is going to be, in the movie theater, you're just going to pick your poison, similar to a soda. Like, I want Marvel movie, and then you just watch the latest Marvel movie, and there's a perfect theater, and there's like a theater room just for Marvel, a movie theater just for DC, and then there's going to be a movie theater for any other franchise that you can think of.
Exists now, man. Like, if you want popcorn movies, you go to big movie theaters. If you want hoity-toity pinkies out cinema, there's plenty of movie theaters you can go to, little private theaters that show.
All right, your privilege is showing, sir. We don't have those around here. Your privilege is showing.
If you're in a major metropolitan area, there is choice. If not, you get what you get. And these movies aren't being closed off to you because the movie theater itself is dying. In 10 years, movie theaters aren't going to be a thing. It's going to be all at home. You know what I mean?
I don't know about
It's like arcades.
That.
Movies are becoming the arcades, right? That's why things like Movie Pass and stuff were created, because no one's going to the movies. No one's going to the mall. Everybody's doing it from their laptop, from their tablet, from their phone.
Well, I think they still are. It's just that what you're going to see in movie theaters now are going to be the box office bringers, which is going to be always superhero. It's going to be, for the time being, superhero, big action franchise, all that stuff. I think what's going to happen is you're going to see more of like the one-off films going, or like, this is a perfectly made film. There's no sequels that are going to be added, as far as we can tell, and they're going to go to like Netflix.
Well, that's kind of the writing on the wall, isn't it? Yeah. It's like a lot of these movies are slinking towards Hulu and Amazon and Netflix, where the big theaters reserved for Jaws 7 are Avengers 9 or whatever. But I think that the big Hollywood doesn't care about theaters. They care about how many eyeballs are paying money to see their movie. And if someone would pay $25 to see a movie on its opening day at home versus having to trek to a movie theater, they're going to do that. And they're still going to get their money. You know what I mean? It just be in a different way.
I'm putting down the trash gavel. We got to move on.
We fell into a Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel Bleach hole. Oh, God. That's horrible. Okay. Speaking about falling down holes, we seem to fall down a Super Mario tunnel because we had a Nintendo Direct over this last week. And I'm just going to fly through this Nintendo Direct news because we have to talk about it. And I just want one thing I really want to talk about. So just real quick, Luigi's Mansion 3 is coming out for the Switch. I love me some Luigi. Mario. So can't wait for Luigi's Mansion 3. Funny enough, I never played any of the Luigi's Mansion games at all. It
I
just missed
thought,
me. It's just,
okay.
I'm not gonna transparency all the way. I've never played one Luigi's Mansion game, but I love Luigi as a character, and I want him to be supported. So,
Man, you
yeah,
got me there. I thought you were about to say like I've gotten like 100% on all the Luigi Mansions
no,
games.
man, I can't
Like you
front.
haven't
Man.
even touched one.
Never
Jeez.
touched one. Not on GameCube. Not on Wii. None of that. It's sad. I need to double back and play them. Maybe they'll be on this. Maybe the older games will be on the Switch, and I can play them when I eventually have money to do that. Animal Crossing is coming to the Switch. There's a lot of huge Animal Crossing fans out there that have been waiting for an updated port or updated game rather. The Switch, man, it's getting kind of nutty. All they need is a Pokemon game, like a legit Switch upgraded Pokemon game, and it'll be on lock. It'll be the best system since like the Super Nintendo for them. This thing is getting nutty, man. Like there's whispers of a new Castlevania game. Of course, Metroid Prime is coming out. Of course, you have Legend of Zelda and Mario Odyssey. This system, man, is tripping, dude. Like they're really shooting for the stars here. Another big thing is like a lot of Final Fantasy games are coming to the Switch as well. Final Fantasy 7, 9, 10, 10-2, the Zodiac Age, Crystal Chronicles, and 15 I think it's called like 15 Pocket or something, or 15 Chibi or something like that. It's all coming to the Switch in 2019. So if you like Final Fantasy and you want to play some Final Fantasy on the Switch, you could just do that now. You know, play 7.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the best games ever made. Capcom Beat 'em Up is coming out, which is a bundle, which looks really cool. You can play a bunch of the old Capcom games like Final Fight, Knights of the Round, Captain Commando, bro. What you know about Captain Commando? Dude, a lot of those games are going to be on the Switch, in the PS4, and the Xbox. So Capcom's doing it, man.
Fantastic. A beat 'em up bundle.
Beat 'em up bundle, dude. It's like putting 6 people in a headlock and just noogie them all at the same time. That beat 'em up bundle.
Yeah. Why don't they just come out with another? I liked Marvel versus Capcom.
They did. It was called Infinite, and it was hot garbage because Marvel just handheld the process so bad that the game just ended up terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Make another one.
Just make another one, please. Just make 4. Just make Marvel vs. Capcom 4, and let's all act like Infinite never happened. Please.
Exactly.
I mean, why Marvel?
Or like you skip a number.
Yeah, just skip it. It didn't happen. Like how Devil May Cry fans don't acknowledge 2. It just goes 1 and 3. There wasn't a 2. That's silly. A couple of trailers came out other than Captain Marvel. There was a Mary Poppins trailer, which I'm a big fan of Mary Poppins for some reason. One of those childhood movies my mom would watch all the time. I don't know how to feel about this movie just yet. I don't
know. I'm too old for Mary Poppins. Until a lucky lady in my life says that she wants to go see it, and then you better believe I become a Mary Poppins fan.
Right there,
that quick.
Spoonful of sugar, boy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You got medicine will go down, dog. You be sitting there grumpy. Trash could be on his phone.
I've made an entire Mary Poppins trash music, trap music.
Yeah,
compilation.
Babe, you be like, babe, I'm gonna play this in the car, and it's just Toppins a bag over like a trap beat. It's real thick. And she's like, when did you do this? He was like, last night. She'd be like, you really like Mary Poppins, huh? I love it. Just lying through your teeth and whatever you have to say. Pro tip: say whatever you have to say.
Say what you say.
What you say. Anywho, let's get to some DC news. So this is... firstly, let's talk about this real quick because it's nothing news. Winner, are you prepared to meet Arthur? Are you prepared to meet Arthur? Okay.
Out of all the superhero movies that are coming out, I think I'm excited about this one.
The
supervillain.
This week we met Arthur, an unassuming man who's let the world trample on him, who will one day become the infamous clown prince of crime himself, the Joker. So whoever's making this movie got the bright idea to show us a picture of Joaquin Phoenix, just looking normal as hell.
Oh, I have a different reaction for sure. I am super stoked. I don't want to say super stoked because I'm still like, it's a superhero movie. This is going back to my full-on conspiracy about how superhero movies are taking over or have taken over the entire film industry and therefore has dumbed down the creative process. In my mind, that's an exaggeration of my full point. But anyways, all right, get out of here. Yeah, it's just like they're taking over, so now directors and screenwriters have to work in this new universe of, okay, how do we still be creative, show our creativities in a world that is populated with superhero intellectual properties? And what I'm seeing is that the Joker is like what happens if you bring an indie director and like an indie screenwriter together, and this is their version of like working in this universe, if that makes sense.
Okay, let's back it up a little bit, because I do agree with what you're saying, but it's not necessarily that way fully. A lot of these directors are kind of stuck in this wall. Like, it's not to where someone's saying, I need work. The only work out there is superhero movies. Can I be creative? You know what I mean? It's really and that's any intellectual property, from Little Women to Mice and Men. You have to maintain the source material. You're basing it off this story, unless you're making something completely new. And that's totally fine, because I'm all for new content and properties. I, for one, like love Hancock. It's a weird superhero movie that's not based on anything. It's just a retelling of this genre in a mixed up way. And what the Joker is going to be is probably something like you said. It's going to be very indie. Martin Scorsese is directing it, or at least hand-holding whoever's directing it.
Right.
And I just don't know what this movie's going to be, man. Because I think Scorsese, I think Casino, I think Godfather, I think, and it's like, not Godfather, I'm sorry, but Goodfellas. And I mean, like, that vibe, but in a superhero movie. Is Batman even going to be in this? Like, I don't even know what, like,
I don't know. I'm saying it's different, and therefore I'm excited.
Yeah. And that's kind of like, and I've kind of heard that in your voice about Captain Marvel as well. It's a little, it's different. It's not as different as this. This is way off this is on a different quadrant. But I don't know. We'll see. With that little bit of information, just an image of him looking normal as shit. This is proto Joker. Kind of reminds me of The Killing Joke, when Joker was a comedian before he had that one bad night and became the Joker. According to that origin story, we'll see. I love creativity to a point. Don't ruin my character. Like, there's a difference in hype between the Joker, this, and Venom with freaking Tom Hardy. There's a difference.
That looks like garbage.
Hot garbage. I'm not going to go see it. And we'll close out this this news with the report of the week, which was a very strange story. So earlier this week, it was reported that Henry Cavill was out as Superman. He's no longer playing Superman, and it's just splattered on Twitter, just like someone took a wet baby diaper and just threw it across the wall and let it slide down. Okay. Nobody saw this coming. Everybody's like, what? And the internet exploded. Oh, why did he quit? Did they fire him? This is the stupidest decision ever made. Whoop-de-whoop. I heard Michael B. Jordan wants to play Superman now. They already hired him. Like, it just all happened within like a 24-hour news day. Everybody's going insane, right? But that news is so big that the actual his Henry Cavill's agent is like, guys, they're not getting rid of him. They're just shelving the Superman character. Like, they don't have any plans to use him anytime soon. So you may not see Superman in the DCU for a while. That's all they're saying. No, he's gone, man. We're already finding new people to hire and all this whoop-de-whoop. And everybody's going crazy. And to top off the news, Henry Cavill posts the weirdest video. Did you see it? Did you see the Henry Cavill video? He posted a response to all this, right? It's the funkiest thing. You have to watch it. It's like a vine. It's like 9 seconds. You know what I mean? It's real quick, and it's him. It's him straight faced, like wearing a Superman shirt, wearing like a Krypton lifting company or some shirt, and he's listening to like the elephant walk. You know, like some weird like a little Spanish flea. He's like listening to some weird like 1920s like rickety skidoo music, and he's like lifting a Superman toy into the frame really slowly while the music's going on. And once the whole figure is in the frame, he doesn't smile, he doesn't say a word, the camera just cuts off. And we're all like, what?
Dumb.
The ever-living hell. I think this is what they call negotiations, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's in negotiations in his contract.
Well, negotiations were short. Okay.
They were very short. And this always happens. Remember, Robert Downey Jr. Oh, you got me. I didn't catch that. I was too busy on my diatribe. But
I know. I just had to slip that in while you were talking, so people know.
Real quick, I know we're running a bit long, but real quick, another bit of news that just dropped today is that apparently Netflix is going to redo the live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender. Did you hear about that?
Get your vomit bags. Good idea.
I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. It can't be worse. No way it can be worse.
You made me drop my bike.
How can it be worse? How, Sway? There's no way it can be worse. Absolutely zero chance it's going to be worse. What? It's going to be good. It's going to be better.
We can agree that it's going to be better.
It's going to be better. I don't know what they're going to do with this because it's such a hard. Please understand that Avatar, the world of Avatar, is a thickly rich tapestry of details, art, and just fantastical science and mystery. To do that with a crazy budget is hard. It's like Lord of the Rings level production would need to go into a show like this. And for it to be on Netflix is kind of spicy. But like I said, there's no way it could be worse.
Well, my question is, so, are we really... do we really need to get a live-action version of a show that is already complete, already good, and we've already tried once and it didn't go so well? Why is it that? Why is there really that much of a deterrent from people watching anime or like cartoons that like we can't appreciate the story unless it's real people doing it? But like that there's going to be so many effects layered on that the fact that it's live action is not going to be live, nor is it going to be real action. Okay.
Exactly. Avatar, in my opinion, is the perfect show. I'm not a big Korra fan. I didn't really get into Korra. That was a little bit past my time. But I love all the books of Avatar. And it's like the thing, like, they want to do it right. Like, I've been waiting for so long for a good Fantastic Four movie. I just want it done right. So if these guys feel like they can do it right and have proper representation and not step on anybody's toes making it, then just do it the right way. There's plenty of talented actors in there out in the world to make the show come to life. And hopefully they don't skimp on the graphics because they're going to need graphics for this kind of show.
Like, do you think that they should get what's the company that I'm thinking of? Lord of the Rings?
Weta?
Wayland Industry? Weta. Yeah. Yeah, get Weta to...
Yeah, Weta, because there's not a lot of,
Because they don't just do practical effects, right? They have, like, a whole effects...
Yeah, Weta's up there with, like, KMB and Stan Winston Studio and Industrial Lights and Magic. So they'll feed you the whole meal, man. Those guys will do it. And the good thing about Avatar, it's not very, and the bad thing about Avatar, it's not very practical effects heavy. They're all just regular humans, but they shoot fireballs and and ride wind and stuff like that. So you need special effects guys to get that right. So I think that we'll see. I'm really excited for it. I think shows like that don't necessarily need a live action adaptation, but if they do it right, it'll be amazing. If they do it wrong, it'll be like the last one. Even though there's no way it could be as bad. Nope, no damn way. No possible way it is. Oh man, what are you looking forward to this week, man?
I'm gonna go to Burger King after this and get some burgers.
Dude, get the pretzel chicken fries, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Those are a little too expensive for me for Burger King. Okay, bud.
That, bro.
You just bro.
You big dog at me, bro.
Just play some League of Legends. They came out with a patch and a new game mode for last week, so I've been playing that. I got paid today, so there's some bills I'm gonna pay.
Just got paid.
Yeah, download this new program that I've always known about, but didn't realize it was out, called Superscript. Test that out for some writing projects in the future.
Yeah, man. Sounds hype, dude. It's always good to get new tools to help you reinvigorate your love for something. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Man. I need to go see The Predator because I need to understand the pain that everyone's going through. So I need to see that with my own two eyes, my human eyes. And I'm thinking about jumping back into, and you're going to slap me for saying this, but I'm thinking about finally beating the last DLC of The Witcher 3. I'm thinking about reinstalling it onto my hard drive and beating that game fully again. Giving it some thought. Kind of want to do it. I just beat Spider-Man. I'm kind of done with everything in Monster Hunter for now. I can't really afford a new game for a while. The next new game I'll probably get will be Red Dead Redemption 2. So I'm going to miss out on Tomb Raider for now. And all I have is my older games that I just haven't beat. So I'm thinking about jumping back into The Witcher. Or maybe finally I'm going back to beat the original Evil Within. I beat Evil Within 2, but I never fully beat the first one, which is painful to play. But kind of thinking about it. So that's me. I'm just going to dive into my old games and revisit them, see how things are going. Yeah. Do you have any passing thoughts before we close this bad boy out?
The opinions I've stated in this episode might not necessarily be the opinions that I hold to tomorrow.
Wow. I believe in that. Because, if you disclaimer everything you say at the end of a sentence, no one can hold you to it.
Exactly.
You can't lie if you never say anything.
This is the world we live at.
That's the world we live in, man. And within 24 hours, people would have forgotten what you just said anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Louis C.K. will do something else stupid, and then...
The fallen son. Louis C.K., the fallen child.
Louis C.K. is making a movie about his life.
Oh, wow. What I want is a Louis C.K.
Or Norm Macdonald will say something. Are you hashtag I'm with Norm?
No, man. Yes, Kite. I love Norm Macdonald, actually. I think he's one of the funniest guys.
The opinion stated in this podcast, yeah.
I love me some Norm Macdonald, dude. But I don't know, man. It's hard to tie your you have to really be careful who you tie your stagecoach to nowadays.
I like how you're slowly backing up from something that you haven't even said yet.
Yeah, I'm trying not to go there.
Oh, I see. Well,
but you know what I'm saying? You have to really you have to choose wisely. It's like that. It's like Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade. You got to choose your cup wisely. If you don't, you're gonna die.
You have to be absolutely foolish to do the actions or say the things that he said, and he never has said that he's a smart man. He has never said that he's a smart man.
I'm not a perfect man. I've never said I was a perfect man, right?
Right.
You know, like Michael Richards, you just can't tie your stagecoach to his caravan. You wish you could, but no, he's finished. You know, poor guys, man. So anything coming up on in the trash bag, Trash Monk? Anything coming out that we should look out for from you? Anything interesting?
I'm working on some music, bringing that out. It's just I'm super busy. I'm working on papers and whatnot. Just be on the lookout. I post about almost daily on my social media accounts, and it's been pretty successful. Yeah, keep checking it out.
Where can we find you on social media?
Oh, I use @TrashMonk III for all my social media. That's TrashMonk III.
And also, you can find Masters of the Nerdiverse on Twitter as well. We're building quite the Twitter family, which I'm very, very happy that that's still going strong. And you can find that at @MNerdiverse. Currently, we have a poll going. What's your favorite fictional hamburger? You can vote on that and join the group and have a big discussion about eating fictional food. I, for one, want to eat the Trunchbull cake from Matilda. That's the fictional food I want to eat. And if you want to help us eat, you can join our Patreon and donate $1 a month or $5 a month or higher if you're feeling randy. And you can find that on our website, mastersofthenerdiversecast.com, where you can like, comment, and subscribe on our, I would say, podcast channels such as SoundCloud, YouTube, where I'll be doing more hot takes. Sorry, those have kind of slowed down. Still getting used to the whole video production side of things, so I'm going to try to get a bit more of a smoother transition when it comes to putting those out. They've gotten really good responses so far. It's just I'm not used to doing the video side. I'm just mastered audio stuff, so now the video stuff has to come in. But, you know, you only learn through doing. So more hot takes are coming on the YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is YouTube/Masters of the Nerdiverse Cast, I believe. And give us some love on iTunes. We would love some reviews. We need all the reviews. So leave a like, comment, please subscribe. I've been, of course, your host, Mike G.
And I've been your host, Winter.
And we will always ask you to take that one step beyond. When I shake hands with you.